Advisory. This is my. Like, I've seen this before. Somebody did this before. This look like somebody loves God. Punk ass motherfucker. Somebody love that fuck. See, they know. They started up. I've been, you know what I'm saying? These my birds been a high frequency. They came down and fuck with me. They been out here for a while, chilling and shit. But I didn't. I remember seeing this one time. I used to come out here and feed these birds these certain type of cookies they like. I don't want to say it. So when I feed them, I used to come into this under spot when I had my bike at the time or whatever. Anyways, keep going. So one day I had my bike. When I was walking with my bike, and when I was walking with my bike, I ended up seeing it. I had to slow down to end up to seeing it. But I knew I was always feeding the pigeons, not in this direct spot, but I was feed it somewhere else specific. And it would all come there. The pigeons, the ducks, they would come there. The ravens would come there. And they would congregate together. You know what I'm saying? So when they're congregated, it'd be like they'd be all together, so they eat together. So this is like my first time like something happened. So I don't like when you slow down, you see things different. I've seen it before when I was walking with my bike and I was upset. I know God did this. Somebody that loved God did this. Cause like when I'll be doing that and people be just looking and staring and shit, I be like it would be a certain spot underneath like some trees or something like you can hardly be seen, but they'll all come there. But I mainly would fuck with the pigeons and all the ducks that would come too. You know what I'm saying? I start feeding all of them. So I said, you know what? Since I no longer have this situation that I was thinking, so I said like let me stop and slow time down, but speed it like slow my time down, but speed up time in general. So and I didn't realize where I was at. I seen this before. So when I seen it just now, I looked up after I fed all these birds a certain type of cookie. I don't want to say what kind it is, but yeah, I feed them and they love it. And these like the ancestors. I figured out something today, and they showed me something in wow 222. I just looked down just now in multiple dimensions at the same time. Or 22 is my eye. Ma'at is the number of balance. Ma'at, but through chaos is balance. One thing I noticed about the pigeons, just like I have a video from before. Oh my goodness, that's not. I know this is, but a purple. I did a video with purple and green about the Joker. That together, purple and green. If you look it up, it makes what brown. There's a movie called A Clockwork Orange by Stanley Kubrick. It's a film. I have it on DVD and Blu-ray. Stanley, I think it is a sister. She should come this way. But Stanley Kubrick, he did a film, 2001 Odyssey, Space Odyssey, great film. What you got? A Clockwork Orange. So like I said, pigeons. Hold on. I'm gonna hold up. Got something going on. I'm gonna let the see look. They came right back. So I seen something moving around me. So you gotta be. I'm not scared of anything, of course. But when you do, I wanted to keep it rolling. I usually pause it and say I'm about to do this whole shit. That's why I love it that the ancestors. I love that the ancestors had gave me the idea to not show myself. Oh, see, I figured something out. Like with my Nipsey Hussle video, if you go check it out, they kind of try to block it's a copyright video because I was at the spot. I think it was on Halloween that day. It was on Halloween. I did a ritual like throughout the whole day. I put it on all online, but the one with Nipsey Hussle, if you saw that video, if you heard that person that was trying to play a song that was riding by, that's when they know information is coming. So, or like they'll do that. So I'm glad I'm trying to catch it. I hope I can catch it to where they didn't try to say, I try to play a part of a song like the we'll just say the No Limit Soldier song that he's no longer there. So you know what I'm saying. So like use your mind. But you heard that. So like while I'm recording this, things was in a sequence already. I didn't realize. So it was at that point when I saw 222. So, and also that's I say also Akasha. Akasha as in Aliyah. If you can hear the birds, we were speaking earlier. That's why they all still congregated right there. All of them still congregated right here. But you give them what they like. Say like, I mean, one day I would come out here to study, and when I would come out here to study, I was eating them. I was throwing them. Little by little, I just started being more and more pigeons. But if you can see it, I don't know if you can see it. Like I can see it. Look close on it. The color. I got it like in the darkened for me, but like purple and green is on the pigeons. Purple and green makes brown. Brown is what? Melanin or carbon, clockwork orange. So we are walking chaos. They just say chaos magic. Man, get into that, man. Check that out. Chaos magic. So that's why I said the Joker is purple and green, as in chaos. And if you watch the movie with Heath Ledger, he would say, he said, "I'm chaos. I just do things." He said, "I'm chaos." Look what is. They don't give things a color for nothing. Like Batman, black and gold. That's like alchemy. That's alchemy. Just like certain teams. Well, I don't want to say nothing too much, but yeah, black and gold. Black and gold is like what the colors of alchemy. Who is Batman? He uses all these gadgets, puts things together. He's alchemy. Well, I thought, you know what? Now let me go ahead and. Well, I'm always gonna make a separate video, but if I can remember, I probably won't. But I'm gonna just do this now. What if I had a thought one day? What if all the villains from the DC against Batman was against Batman? What if all the villains were? It's like, you think about it like this. If the Joker laughs, right? He tells jokes. But like when you tell a joke like Dick Gregory, he can be like the Joker, but he's telling you the information. So if you can hardly breathe, see? You hear that? Yeah, they know what's going on. Like I'm getting seeing something recently, so but yeah. So like with Dick Gregory, the Joker, and like say like the guy Bane were together, he he can't breathe without that mask. So if he can't breathe without the mask, then he wouldn't be able to laugh. So he's very strong too also. But to me, if he would have just killed Batman at the beginning of the movie, there would be no movie. He should have just killed him. Why would he have him go train? Train has another part of his arsenal he can use against you if he don't die. And that when he had that rope on him. See I don't want to tell the movie, you know what I'm saying? If you watch that movie, the one with Bane and on the movie, he should have just killed him. And you know, I ain't gonna tell who really came out of the hole. You watch the film, you know what I'm saying? So it gives us a mystery. You can go check it out. So but you know, actually, I'm gonna just say it. They got a high pitch. I want to see right here. Just Lil came right back. They said we want you to tell us. I'm like, I'll tell her. All right, look. It's like a lot of them. It's a high frequency, high pitch. I say high pitch frequency. They said they want to hear it. I said okay. The lady. It's actually the lady. Nine ether. Man, just look down. The 9 ether. The lady. She gets out of the hole. Not Bane. And Bane was there to protect her to get out of there from the guys trying to stop her from going. It was the woman, the mastermind of it all. But if instead of her trying to teach him a lesson, that's what his thing is. Black and gold is alchemy. He'll put things together to get a solution or a perfect gold. Because carbon, you beat on long enough, it turns to gold. So that is the difference of that. So that's why I say you have it on Bacardi. You have it on different things. You have the bat. That's in the so like that's dealing with magic too. Also, there's bat. It's also the bat in occult science, which is a great thing. Nothing wrong with that. Occult is that which is hidden. So if Batman, he had to go in a dark place in order to get to the light. So like Doth on the Kabbalah, that deals with the dark or the back of the neck. If you ever watched the movie Hellraiser 1 and 2, why do they keep going to the back of their neck and taking their soul force, the back of their neck? They all go to the back of their neck. That's what Doth is, the highest part of your melanin. When you go to sleep, that's where some of your melatonin goes in your pineal gland. So, but yeah, I think like so. But yeah, true indeed. So yeah, so she masterminded just to teach him a lesson. For what? Just go ahead and kill him. If you kill him, now you just use the muscle, which is supposed to be what the man's job is to do, is protect her. He protected her up until, if you watch the film, Bane gets defeated. But if he would have just killed him, he wouldn't have had to go through that. They should just killed him. That movie over. Why motherfucker gotta warn motherfuckers? Just do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we do. Like, what if we, you know what I'm saying? As in, if you've seen that, what if there was a large film of all the characters, but you see that's gonna be a one when you turn into one. Hold on. Yeah. So when you turn into one, this is a movie by Marvel. The same exact one is gonna be coming out in like April. That's the real one. He's turning into, his body is turning into something. One thing I always realized when I was a child, like DC is more based of the time of old in our direct, so what we actually see, but it really is good information in those, if you really look at it. So I'm glad to see, you know, like, you know what I'm saying, but I gotta look at it like this. Now, I like to be critical, you know, like be criticize the shit. So we gotta think, what if that alchemy, all these troubles and things we go through, you know, whatever it may be, and whatever in your life or things as a whole, or what highly melanated people or so-called black people look like, whatever it is, you be able to beat on that and turn to your highest potential self, highest self. So that turns into gold or to that diamond. As you see the Merkaba, Mer, Ka, and Ba. Mer. So as you know, so yeah, Merkaba. So hold on. So like I said, like Merkaba. So if you watch Hellraiser, they kept pulling out the soul force out of the back of their neck. The back of their neck, that's Doth on the Kabbalah. So if that's the case, they're able to pull the soul force out of them from another person. When they're able to do that, what happens? You see that what happens to the person's body? They decay from the inside. It's almost like if you watch the Spawn movie, when they couldn't hold that host when Spawn left Hardy. Hardy, I forgot his full name, something Hardy. He actually, everybody else, flame will become combust from the inside. That means that soul force had nowhere to go to. You didn't have a pineal gland. So if you didn't have a pineal gland or a hypothalamus gland, or it's three top pineal, hypothalamus. Anyway, I always do that, either 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 3, but it don't matter. You gotta think about it. When your soul force is taken out, if you don't have a soul force, that's why you have to have certain boundaries with certain different types of groups to raise things to where certain things aren't available with certain things. So you really gotta look outside the box for a lot of things, and these things will come to you. So I'm realizing. So say if you're able to use that, that builds up your soul force power. So if you're not letting or anyone speak to you like that, like at work or maybe in your family or somebody on the street, it don't matter. If they talk to you any kind of way, you have to be like, hey, I respect you this way, you should respect me that way. So that's how you're using your that which is hidden, or your soul force or your melanin. When everybody else, they can finally combust. And so if you watch that Spawn movie, he was the only one that could be a carrier. Why was he a carrier? Wasn't his hair dark? Yeah. Just like the same thing with Aquaman. Wasn't his hair dark? So that they do that. They all do that in these movies. You can't look at a film and be like, hey, this ain't what this is what this is. With Wonder Woman, but I thought in the movie, as you know, if you watch the Wonder Woman 84, 1984, that number, that year sounds very, very, very familiar. Very familiar. That was about what? Maybe 37 years ago, 1984. So 37. So 1984 Wonder Woman. The woman that was going against her, she was a cheetah. What was her colors? Black and gold. Just like I said, black and gold, like with Batman, the same thing. That's alchemy. She wished she could be like the Wonder Woman because she was tall, pretty. She was dark, They have their hair dark, just like the Aquaman. Same situation. So when that happens, you can't just be like, oh, it's just a white movie. But that's our information. Ancestors put these characters as in mythology. So if you don't get it, that's on you. If you don't understand that, the ancestors say, hey, they're not gonna wake up right now. It's gonna take something actual major. So it ain't gonna be the group of everybody. When it's a group, shit get infiltrated. So that's why no groups. Fuck that shit. But anyway, keeping it real. Yeah, keeping them groups. And then you got somebody else's mind controlling your da on your Kabbalah, which is your highest form of your melanin. They don't got it. That's why they got to keep the class system like that. You can't get somewhere like to be able to support yourself by something. You know what I'm saying? How can you function? But they can be, instead of them being around certain energy. I've seen it for myself. When they walk past, they get the, because they, trust me, if you get a taste of them mountains and come back to the city, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. If you get a taste of them mountains or them open fields where you see hawks and everything, snakes and rabbits, when you see stuff like that, like for like 3-4 days, and you writing down, I ain't finna get no science behind somebody, you know what I mean? I'll hold the science for that. I'll wait for that. Science is the science for the people, but yeah. But yeah, so, oh yeah, with it. Still recording. Okay, I'm about to get up, man. But yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, so you got somebody controlling your da when you turn it into something. Like if you look up the Fisherman King, Percival, on King Arthur mythology, same thing. I got a sign today. It looks so made for TV. I was like, wow. The way it happened, I don't want to speak on it. But anyway, yeah, and when you come back from the mountains like 3 days, look, another hawk. Did I just say that? This one's black and white. Dope. Look at these pigeons, man. These birds. Hey, somebody put that up there. I'm telling you, I was feeding them pigeons. I come up here like every week, whatever. Every few days as we can. Then I got a sign by Nguru Fenda and Ozayan. See, Nguru Fenda has one leg, the right of the leg, and has one eye. And so like I have some pigeons out here that have that sign. I seen that day. I said that's why, and I did something to that effect. So you gotta be like, man, like you gotta be on it. So like I went and did something. You gotta your mind is all an illusion around you. So I'm realizing, but you gotta push that, man. He said, man, you say the struggle. What Bilal say, butterfly. I don't want to sing like him. I don't want to. I think he's very talented. So I'm like he says, butterfly. The struggle makes you beautiful. The struggle makes you fly. Spread your wings and be again. I say. So I'm saying, so butterfly. So that struggle in that cocoon, man, makes you beautiful. And I'm realizing that you only see certain things by being around certain things, not being around with things that can't speed your growth up. I'm realizing, because then that's what I'm saying, somebody gets to controlling your dog. I got my sign, so I'm about to be up out of here. But as you, whoa, oh man, Start turning up. See? But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end it about 18:15. You know what I'm talking about? Good old. What we gonna hit them with? Oh, boy, we hit them with 2022.